What up? It's Adele from Inkie Quill. Trying to make my intros a bit interesting for you guys. Bear with me. This is a killer kit of my February Hip Kit. Hip Kit Killer Kit. And yeah, so I'll show you what I've got left and I'll show you what layouts I made using it. Now, I have a confession to make. I loved my January Hip Kit and I loved the papers and the thickers out of the February Hip Kit, but I wasn't a fan of the Jubilee embellishments. They were beautiful. They're not my style. They're too multicolored. So I do have a lot left over and I did have to dig into my stash a bit. So paper-wise, now this is the Maggie Holmes. Actually, that wasn't even in the kit. Why is that even there? All right, so this tiny piece. So I don't have much left, and these will all go in my scrapbox for later. I've been making some DIY flare badgy epoxy sticker thingies, so these might be handy for those. There'll be a video coming up very soon on that. So not much paper to go. I probably could have stretched and matted another photo and done a few little layers, but I was just over these papers by the time I was finished with them. Thickers wise, I've still got quite a few of these. I've still got AZs, I's, O's and U's. So they'll go straight into my stash. Same with these. They'll go straight in my stash as well. Didn't use too many of them. All right, embellishment wise. Still got quite a few. It's that green, guys. I just can't use the bright green. I might put together a bright green giveaway because I love the typewriter and the daily life, but the problem was I did a lot of wedding photos with this kit, and daily life isn't really, well, we don't have weddings every day, thank God. I can't prepare a wedding every day. Still got quite a few of the enamel dots. Yep, not touched. These I was hoarding a little bit because they're so pretty. Oh, you lost your sticky. So they'll just go in my stash. I've still got tons of the cut apart. Don't know what I'll do with those. And then I don't think I touched any of the multicolored embellishments. I've got, I think that was from the month before, maybe, possibly. So yeah, still got quite a lot of the embellishments, but I did my best. I tried. Alright, so this is, how many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and 5 and 6 I was reaching into my stash quite a bit. I'll need to stick those down. I found that they weren't quite sticky. So this is the first one, picture of my sister-in-law at the beach, and I just searched on Pinterest for a adventure quote and got blessed are the curious for they shall have adventures, and this will see the world stamp. So I thought that was quite appropriate. I made it a really busy layout because the photo was so dark, but I like the way the blue ties in with the ocean. And then just tried to pick the kind of tealy, I thought that was a good beachy wood grain tone. And then I added some crepe paper because it needed something down the bottom. Splattered ink splatter everywhere. So yeah, that's the first one. Not my favourite layout ever, but it worked and it's done now. Sorry. My camera's a bit lower than usual, so I keep bumping into it. So I used some of the cork pieces. I've been loving my roller stamps lately, so I used quite a lot of them. These wood grains are El Studio, I think, from my stash. So yeah, that's layout number 1. This is layout number 2, and I had a bit of a explosion here, which I really want to cover up. It's driving me a bit crazy. Hang on. Can I cover it up with this? If I do the exact same stripes over the top. Maybe a little bit there. There you go. That was really annoying me. So this is number 2, and it's called #GigglePot. It's my little brother-in-law and I in the car, and I used some of the cut aparts and just laid them behind. And then this is actually the tissue paper that the kit was wrapped up in, which I really like the colour of. That's like my favourite colour. And I did a bit of gelato wash in the background, and then my ink splatter bled all through my gelatos. So, but it's done. I just wasn't feeling, I think it's just the greens, I'm sorry. I just can't handle them. So that's layout number 2. This is number 3. It's quite a busy layout. It's called Embrace. It's my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law at the beach on Christmas Day. And I used a heap of the rub-ons as well as some Maggie Holmes. That's why that packet was in here. The gold Maggie Holmes rub-ons, some of the paper. I like this little spot up here. Did a little bit of gelato up the top, and then down the bottom just did a whole heap of rub-ons and gelatoed straight over the top. So that's layout number 3. A couple of enamel dots. This is number 4. This is Christmas Eve. And wanted to try top heavy layout, because a lot of the time I do either to the left or the right with an L kind of shape. So I decided to do top heavy and then my little banner down the bottom. And I like this one actually. I'm happy with how that turned out. Did some little cardboard banners and used up the pink embellishments from that Jubilee kit. And the Scrabble like thicker things. Lots of pink. Very girly. And I use my hot glue gun with this one. And I love that little banner strip down the bottom. So that's layout number, I've lost count, 4. This is number 5, and this is when I started to go into my stash. Pretty much all the embellishments came from my stash, as did the alphas. And because I felt like the brown and the blue were just too for this one, I needed something white. So I used the papers from the kit, but that's about it. So these are some Amy Tan thickers. I forget who made these tags. This is from Charms Creations. She's got an online store. Maggie Holmes chipboard. I did use one. There we go. 1 field notes from the Eeeeeek pack. And yeah, just did a bit of a banner down the bottom here. I like how this one turned out. I think there's a lot of focus on the photo, which is nice. Whoa. Sorry. And final layout is just called Love. And because I did the gelatos, I had to back it on quite a few bits of cardboard. So I just put some gesso down. Sorry, focus just went. Put some gesso down, put some gelatos on top, mixed them together. And then I had huge issues embellishing this one. I couldn't decide what to do. So I ended up just getting a Love glittery thicker from my stash, a few little and resin flowers that I bought off eBay. I put some miscellaneous sequins in a little glassine bag and stapled a heart onto the top. I thought it was cute, looked a bit like confetti, because this was just after we'd been married, just after the ceremony. I just got a tag from my stash and then cut this one out of the 6x6 Craft Market crepe paper pad, and then just added some gold washi tape at the top, so it kind of looks like it's been dipped. And then this little stamp is an embellishment that I made. I'll have a video coming up on how I made those. And a few little enamel dots and hearts. And I quite like this one. This is probably my favourite of the 6. And really all I used was the paper from the kit. So using up the paper and the background piece. That's about it. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So overall, not my favourite layouts of all time, but I still like them. They'll go in the album. I think I'm just sick of looking at them because I had such hard trouble using that embellishment pack. I looked at these for a long time, and it's not like me to ponder over a layout. I kind of just go, oh, that's there, that's there, that's there, that's there. But here I armed and I ahed and toed and froed, and it drove me a bit crazy. So thanks for watching this if you sat through them all. And I've got some, if you're a Hip Kit subscriber, I've got a few other videos using the Hip Kit. If you have a look in my playlist, you'll be able to find them. Give me a like if you'd like to see more Killer Kit videos. I've got one coming up for the scrappery, which may or may not be before this one. And I've also got another Killer Kit for Citrus Twist. So stay tuned for that. All right, thanks guys. Bye.